Yo, what's up out there? How's it going? Everyone good? Happy Saturday. Hopefully the technical difficulties are better today. I am going from an Ethernet line straight out of another room in my house all the way into here straight in. So hopefully that fixes things and hopefully it sounds good and the stream is smooth. Also, what's up, Instagram and even TikTok? The old guy on TikTok, that's me. And also, happy to have my friend Brian back helping run things. Brian, how's it going?
Good, everybody. How's everybody doing? Josh Norco already here?
Josh Norco is already here. Josh Norco was on my he was on my Patreon only live stream earlier as well. So very, very cool to get that continued support.
He always primes the pump.
He does. Thanks for that super chat, too. So the name of this live stream was Analyzing War Pigs. I'm working on an updated version of it, a lesson of it right now, and so I've been digging into it a bit. And I was going to talk about that opening technique. And another thing about Ozzy, Black Sabbath, and Ozzy's other stuff is that he actually sings in major keys quite a bit, which is just, you don't think of like dark heavy metal as the major key or major scale. So War Pigs is actually it's Brian Smith's favorite scale over here, Mixolydian. So you don't think of heavy metal and Mixolydian, you think of Mixolydian with like the Grateful Dead and jam bandy kind of stuff. I mean, it's in lots of stuff, really it is, but War Pigs is one of them. So check this out. Mixolydian, E Mixolydian along the A string. So you'd have the 7th fret A string, and you have a whole step below that, which is what makes it Mixolydian, or part of it. And then up a whole step. So 7, 9, 10. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got distracted. 7, 9, 11, and then 12. And then we'll go up to 14 for now. So check it out. So what you can do, though, is you can add the open E and drone along with those notes. So just the open E and the 7th fret A string, that's an octave right there. And when you have a lot of gain and distortion, that's a really powerful sound. Metallica, Black Sabbath, they both use that like crazy. So check it out. So that's just one note, but an octave. So it's very heavy sounding with no extra notes. It's just one note. But if I go along that E Mixolydian, so it doesn't just have to be E Mixolydian. You could do the E minor scale and use that same technique, and you get, the video just went out for a second. That was weird. What was up with that? Yes, Smashing Pumpkins. Can you just make sure that HDMI cable's jammed into that camera better? Just to make sure. Yeah, oh, it's back there too. Good. Yeah, just that one. I don't know. There's not much you can do. It's back. It went out for a second. Sorry. So you could do the E minor scale. So along the A string for the E minor scale, and now we're going out of War Pigs, but 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, and 15. So back to E Mixolydian, that 11 and 12th fret on the A string, that's the major, third, and fourth of the scale. And with the open E in there, you get that. And then on the next one, now the cool thing is that it will work along the A string as well, which is not in War Pigs, but it's just another technique. Feel like Foo Fighters, you know, a lot of others, but you can also do it along the D string. All right, so that was just, you know, that mix or doing a scale with the drone note is a really cool technique. You shouldn't overlook that. And it's fun and easy. So open D string and playing along the G string together. And then the open A string with picking the D string together. And then the open E and playing the A string with it. And for what I was just doing there, it's the same on all three strings. 11, 12, and 14. D string, 11, 12, 14. G string, 11, 12, 14. But with the open strings with it. Yeah, so that was part of it. So let's see. Another thing with War Pigs is it definitely uses blues. Classic thing in Little Wing is also right. So that's a little thing that's more bluesy. And then when this kind of stuff, that's the E minor pentatonic. So they go into that pentatonic world. And then as it goes on, the solo still has that major third in the Mixolydian vibe. That's got that sound. That's the sound of Mixolydian. But then when it rips solo, he always goes back to the power zone minor pentatonic. Yeah, so mixing between Mixolydian and the just straight minor pentatonic, but then also at the end, Luke's Wall, that switches to minor. Now he's not playing a full E minor to a D major, but that's like what's going on. Dun, 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 dun. So the ending, which isn't, I guess it's Luke's Wall, right? Am I saying the right title, Brian? Luke's Wall? Yeah. You know, and then it finally speeds up. But anyway, that switches to minor, which is fine. You know, it all works together, the mood, the vibe. So, yes, Tony Iommi, the guitar god. Did I miss any important topics or anything, Brian?
Well, apparently it was Bill Ward's birthday 2 days ago.
Shout out to Bill Ward for his birthday from Black Sabbath, obviously. Awesome. We love him. I am in standard tuning, standard pickups. What I am doing today, I tried to do it last Saturday, but there was all kinds of problems. I got scared today when it went black for a second. But what I'm doing today is I have a universal audio interface. And in the back there, one XLR is this. So I have nice, clear voice. And then the other one's actually a direct cable out of the Boss Katana from the direct recording out. So it's actually a digital guitar signal. I'm not miking the amp last week or this week. And I did it when I was in Nashville, when I was doing a Little Wing kind of thing. And it sounded really good. So I just... Yeah, is the guitar sounding all right? I feel like it's just better for this live stream kind of situation.
Cables seem cleaned up too, though.
Yeah, a bit cleaned up. I mean, obviously, I've got this Ethernet coming out of the door. You can't have everything. No.
Ozzy Farrow wants to know.
Yeah.
What's the basic difference between a Les Paul and an SG?
Ozzy Farrow. Nice to see you, Ozzy. He's been following for years. Ozzy Farrow, though, you've been a supporter for years. I appreciate it so much. Well, the Les Paul is a much denser block of wood, heavier piece of wood, also with a cap, a maple cap on top. This guitar is just, the body's just one piece of wood, you know, so it's lighter. Les Paul connects. You don't have as much neck room, so it's kind of like the SG maybe is a little more feels a little more neck heavy the way it's balanced. Overall, it's a much lighter guitar. I'd say it's a little brighter, maybe a little bit brighter, just probably because of the wood than a Les Paul. But with a Les Paul, you're getting more. There's more craftsmanship put into a Les Paul with the body, then the cap on top, plus it's arched over. So there's just a lot. So you can actually get a nice rocking guitar for a little bit less money with the SG. The SG is more affordable.
Way lighter too.
Way lighter for like neck and back issues. But as far as how they're different, I mean, pickup wise, you're just going to be running the same kind of hot humbuckers or P90s if you like that kind. But hot humbucking guitar, but just with it's a little less dense of an instrument. You know, just the way it feels, the way it resonates.
I got an SG question.
SG question, yes.
Sometimes SG has like a metal thing on the bottom, piece in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah, what is that?
That's just a different kind of bridge. That's called a trapeze bridge. And the angle of the strings is just maybe a hair different. I think more than anything, it's aesthetic because those came earlier than this kind of bridge, and they just look cool. Yeah, it's a more ornate, classic kind of look. But yeah, I think so. But you're not getting anything special. In some ways, you're probably complicating it a little more because this is just so durable, easy to access, everything about it. Fuser Tomas.
Thank you, Nico Dunn.
Nico Dunn.
Dion.
Nico Dion.
Yep.
Nico Dion, thanks for the super chat. It's helping pay for lunch. I ordered lunch for Brian and I both.
Yeah.
Any other questions or anything before we wrap this up? I had fun with this. How about this? Let me know in the comments other songs you'd like me to kind of take a classic song, a deep dive, analyze part of it, and just take that technique and make music out of the actual technique from the song. I think it's just always fun to do. So let me know in the comments anything you'd like to see there. And then also, I guess just real quick while I'm here, I am running a sale on a course that I've produced 2 lesson courses for my website where I wasn't the teacher. There's 2 of them that I've done in the last, really just since the pandemic. Recently, I just released the theory course that's taught by my guitar teacher, Chris Sherlin. So that came out. And then about 6 months ago, I released a course from one of my favorite guitar players, Eric Krasno, who's just like all over Jazz Fest right now. But so there's a sale going on for that. And it's at martymusic.com. You guys can check it out. It ends Wednesday, but it's like $59. You get all kinds of stuff. We added some bonus chapters from that weren't in it the last sale. So, and that also helps, the reason I did really both of those courses that I produced for other people are absolutely a product of, the pandemic and me being in a position to help people that I admire or that I'm friends with. Chris Sherland, I was able to, his job ended because of the pandemic, which wasn't guitar related. He had been in software and he reached out during that time and was like, I'm ready to get into teaching guitar again. And so we've been able to build up a whole thing for him. And I'm really proud of that. And a lot of people checked out that theory course. So that helps him out, as well. So thank you for that. And then the Eric Krasno thing, the same thing. Eric Krasno is just a really a legend at this point, guitar player, one of my favorite guitar players. But, during the pandemic, a guy like Eric Krasno, who's so good and so in demand that he never really he didn't work at home much. He was constantly playing gigs. And that was like, he had a great life at that. And he's back at it, so that's good. But during that downtime, no one knew how long they weren't going to be able to gig anymore, all that. And so, and I admire him. His guitar playing is an influence on me, and he's been my friend for like 30 years. So we put that together, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. So I think it's absolutely worth the price. And There's a bunch of good stuff in there, and it helps musicians that were, not working for quite a long period of time. So anyway, that's my sales pitch, but it was at the end. So
That's sweet.
yeah,
That's the way to do it.
Brian, any other final thoughts?
Pharaoh says he had a choice to go to Bonamassa or Brian Adams at the Royal Albert Hall.
Bonamassa or Brian Adams
The wife chose Brian Adams.
at the Royal Albert Hall? The wife chose Brian Adams. Well, that's understand. I mean, that was very predictable. Brian Adams has some big hits. Cuts like a knife. Oh, actually, he's really strict about his copyright stuff, Brian Adams. So, and I just sung one of his lines. This whole thing could get taken down because I just
Might be requesting another band that's strict about that.
Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
Yeah, other people get away with Guns N' Roses, but for whatever reason, they had decided to not the Guns N' Roses lawyers.
We got a lot of suggestions though for other deep dive songs.
Okay, cool. Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. No comment on that one. But John Miller, I had mentioned to you last week because I just saw the name pop up and I said stepdad, but that's actually because there is a different John Miller who really is my stepdad. So my stepdad is named John Miller.
Good night, Barnaby Boyd.
Good night, Barnaby Boyd.
Yeah, it's his bedtime. He's 11.
Oh, well, thanks for staying up to watch. Yeah, okay. A couple more shout outs and then we're done just because we're here. Barnaby, shout out. Zach CB, Ali Pasha 1444, played it till my fingers bled. Garrick Pridemore, as always, a long time supporter. Garrick Pridemore, thank you. Bomb Globe just started trying to play guitar. Paint It Black. Oh, yes, that's a good one. Summer of 69. Yep. Brian Adams is Canadian.
A lot of Sultans of Swing.
Sultans of Swing. Oh, yeah, that is a good one. That's D minor. Saddest of all keys. Little Mike. Axl Rose. He got fat. Haha. No, we not joke about that. Cliff Nipper. Thanks for coming back, Cliff. He was at my Patreon live stream. Jeremy Young. Thank you so much. Louis E. Lux. Sean. Oh, thanks, Sean. Al Crosson. Yo. James Winters. Thank you so much. I was comparing this to Romper Room earlier, Brian, when you weren't here. I see Ali Pasha. I see Josh Snell. And so, one person knew what I was talking about. I see Steph. Deep dive. Rocky Riffs. I see Rocky Riffs. Oh, Rocky Riffs is just looking like they're having so much fun today. Jonas Pearl. I see Harold Jones. I see Theme 542 in all caps. He's writing in all caps. Oh boy, he must be very excited. Do you remember Romper Room, Brian? You do remember it?
Yes.
Do you remember Captain Kangaroo? Yeah. Yeah, that he was at the tail end, I think.
The red coat.
Yeah, checkered red coat, yeah. Justin Kirkman, Thad Cully. Anyway, thanks for the hang, you guys. We'll see you soon. Let me know. I'm going to do another deep dive soon. Sultans of Swing's a good one, but just don't expect me to play every note of the solo with my fingers, note for note. I had to practice that for months and months, and it's not coming back, folks.
Sultans of Swing.
Yeah, it's not coming back, but I can analyze it.
Let's do your version.
Yeah, that's what John Mayer did with a couple of his new songs.
Somebody gave